What's up, guys? It is JBB. That's right. John's Balisong Blunders. My nerds and turds, I'm here to tell you about what makes a good balisong and a bad balisong. And we're just going to show off my entire collection that I spent over $100,000 on, allegedly. Okay, so we're going to go from the bottom to the top of all my balisongs in this wonderful collection. I just started collecting at the top of this month, so it's probably really lame, but I'm getting more stuff, okay? I talked to J.K. Rowling, and she's really cool. Anyways, so we got the Flytanium Tally Song Z. Is it the Z? Anyways, yeah, this one, it's alright. It's on bearings, which we all know how bearings are probably some of the best, next to bushings, and then washers. Washers are the best. The reason why washers are the best is because that's what the Benchmade Necron uses. And if you know anything about Benchmade, they made balisongs. They used to be balisong. They're the whole reason why balisongs are called balisongs today. And it got started because of that butterfly logo on their thing, because it said balisong in the middle of the butterfly. And so that's how you get the balisong. This one basic opens really nice and fans really nice. If you're looking for a beginner balisong, this one's pretty good. Moving on. See, we've got my... So we should probably just hold it right here so you guys can see that I'm not just like grabbing them from thin air. Or you can probably see it over there. Anyways, moving on. We have the Kraken, the Kraken, by Squid Industries, and this is the 3.0. This one was a blem that I bought from Squid Industries because, because I didn't want to buy a full price one and they weren't available at that point in time. So I bought the blem, and I think the thing with the blem is that there's just slight different coloration in the handles. Otherwise, this thing's spicy. This thing's spicy. I dulled the blade so that I don't get cutsies, because I'm afraid of getting cut. True story, afraid of getting cut. Anyways, that's okay, because it's probably the best balisong ever made in the world. DJ Eyeless Pyro said that I will be the best balisong flipper ever if I can tame this thing. It opens, basic opens really nicely, as you can see there. And let's check out the fan action. I don't like how this one fans as much, but the basic open is good. Anyways, moving on. We're going to try to go through this quickly because I don't want to waste your time. The Fly One by Flytanium, and I probably should have done this one alongside the other Flytanium. I'm doing too much right now. But the other Flytanium is probably better than this, in all honesty. This has an anodization job done by the best anodizer ever in the world, B.A. Valleys, who also makes the best balisongs in the world. The anodization is based on my chameleons, and, it's cool. The good thing about this one is that it's got this cutout here for when you do chaplains. It just really grips into your finger nicely and holds way better. If your balisong knife doesn't have a nice good cutout like this, here we should probably... So you want it to have a cutout like that, because that'll grip into your finger better. See how your finger just sits nicely in there? That'll make it so that it doesn't slide off the blade. If yours doesn't have this and you can't chaplain well, it's probably because it doesn't have that to grip into your finger better. So that's what makes the Fly One really, really good. Another nice thing is see this hook here? Same thing with that hook. When you do anything around here, it just grips into your finger really nicely, so it doesn't go anywhere. So probably the flipper's choice if you're trying to get into flipping. So as we all know, trainers don't count, so we're just gonna do these ones together. We've got the Prisma and the Prisma Pro. This one was one of the menageries Her name is Ramona. Ramona. And then this one's the Prisma Pro. And trainers don't count. So if you flip a trainer, you're not a real flipper. Sorry, I don't make the rules. Will Hirsch does. Anyways, then we've got the other Prisma Pro. This one doesn't have speed channels and it's got a live blade. So this is a real one. This one counts. Will Hirsch told me so. I'm making that up. Anyways, we'll see how long I can keep this up for. Prisma Pro. This one's got the slift blade because the slift is the best one, and that's a buoy style blade on it. And this one's really cool. It fans nice and it opens nice. Okay, moving on to the top layer. These ones are some true grails, boys. These ones are the ones that let you know if you've got these, you're a real collector. Okay, so we'll start out with the slift with this isn't the Opus. This is the Seraph blade. Everyone's telling me in the comments right now that I'm a loser and I suck and I'll never be good at flipping. That's okay though, because I've got a good collection. Slift with the Seraph blade. The Seraph blade is a clip point and it's a good blade because it carries weight out to the end, or so I've seen in videos. This one's got a good basic open too, and fans nicely. It's a good fanner. I'm a big fan of fanning on this one. This one's got a bit more weight to it because it's the full channel, not the speed channel. A lot of people like the speed channel because they're weak and can't lift up heavy things. I'm not weak, as you can see. I'm big, strong, so I can lift up heavy things and I can do stuff with heavy things, and I'm not lame like you. Anyways, we've got the Seraph with the Opus blade. This one's the biggest grail of them all. And the Opus blade is very hard to get a hold of because it's for the Opus, which has holes in its handles. But this one does not have holes in its handles. It's the heavy one, okay? So the heavy one, this one's heavier because it doesn't have holes in the handles. You can also swap weights out in here, but I don't do that because I'm a stock boy. Mom said don't tune your car, so I didn't. Seraph, GOAT, top level. This one is really special to my heart. It's got these cool weights, brass weights in the ends that look like pew pew pew. Can't say that word on the internets. It's got a cool recurved blade. This one's number 19, and it's the ROTB Arsenal. If you know anything about these, the first 20 of them all have a different hand ground blade by ROTB, Revenge of the Blades, and they're all a different blade, and they were hand ground. And so this one's probably the best flipper ever. It basic opens really good and fans really good too. And I think you should buy one if you can. He's in production on these now, so go see if you can get your hands on one. You might get lucky. I like the logo the best because it's a little Grim Reaper guy. Hopefully you can see that okay. Moving onward and upward. Now we've got the best maker ever and best anodizer ever, the A Valley Tesseract. This one is extremely light and feels like it's almost a plastic balisong, which if you like plastic balisongs, then that's a really good thing. If you're transitioning from plastic to titanium, which I don't know why you would be, because plastic balisongs are not real balisongs, as we all know. Zippy. This one is good because it's got titanium and it's made in China. But don't say that. So anyways, the handles are very original and unique and don't look like anything else. Like, definitely have no shared resemblances to other balisongs ever made. Anyways, light flipper, does stuff like fanning really nice, basic opens really, really nice. Go buy one. Then we have the Nikiri, also by BA Ballast. Honestly, This one I like way more. It's got really round handles and grippiness down the side. Some people say that it's too grippy, and I think you guys are wimps and weak and should get stronger hands, because this is a live blade, even though I dulled it, okay? Don't worry about that. Also, the other thing with this blade is that it's based on a chef's knife, a Japanese chef knife. So that's what makes it even better than your blade, because your blade's not based on a Japanese chef knife called the Nikiri. One of the other things I like is that there's not a tip, so you don't get poked with it, which is cool. Yeah, this is such a weird fucking video. Truly, though, I do like the Nikiri a lot. Anyways, I got this customized so that it has pattern work, just like the pattern work on my tattoos, so it's better than your balisong. And I've also got a pig and a rooster that got messed up and can't be fixed now, which fucking sucks. But I have those tattooed on my feet because I'm cooler than you are, because I have tattoos. And if you don't have tattoos, then you're not gonna have cool collection of balisongs like me. So sorry, loser. Next up, we've got all of these cool stickers. Oh shit, that could have been bad. We've got all these cool stickers. This one's really great, and it's for you personally. And then we've got this one, which is how I live my life. 2 in the pink, 1 in the stink. This one's Beaver. If you know Beaver, then you know that he is one of the best flippers ever in the world, all time. And you shouldn't support communism, which is why I only buy USA-made balisongs. Just ignore those last 2 from BA and this Lyra that were made in China. And then Carbon Honey is the only lube you can use. No other lubes can be used than Carbon Honey. All right, moving on. I've got a special lineup. The T7 Xiphoid by T7 Metalworks. I've got 3 different ones. Let's start with the first one, which is the Dagger Style. The Dagger Style was the second one he came out with, if I remember correctly. I did not get this one sharpened because I'm a pussy. And wait, no, I'm not a pussy, but I just, shit. You're weak, I'm not weak, and the Dagger Style is very cool. Then we've got the Wharncliffe. I've got a big warnie for Wharncliffe blades, and it's my favorite blade shape for knives. I recently oiled this, and these guys get a little leaky. That's one of their downsides, is they leak the oil. Anyways, very well constructed, full channel, cool cutouts, jimping, the works. This guy is an individual who makes all these too, so mad respect for the homie. Same thing with this one. This one's like clip point or drop point, depending on how you like to look at things. Clip point and drop point are pretty close to each other, they're like next door neighbors. All right, moving on. I'm gonna put these back so that they stay in their place. We've got a special one coming up next. Now this one, while it was made in China, the maker of it resides here in the USA. So he's a cool dude and he does a cool design. This reminds me a lot of Cerrone knives, the blade style. Some people tried to say that it looks like a Fellowship style, and Fellowship does machining lines in their blades, whereas this is more of a hand ground look to the blade, which is more like a Cerrone knife. Also, I think through here it looks like a Cerrone knife, along with this cutout here looking more Cerrone-esque. Fellowship doesn't really do those kinds of accents. He does more machining line accents. So differences there. But this is the Lyra by Jewel Designs or Clark Customs, depending on how you became introduced to this. The Instagram is Clark Customs. The website is Jewel Designs, so kind of confusing there. But the name of the balisong is the Lyra. It's got no Zen pins, so it is very much like the Monarch. Hopefully we don't start hearing the handles clap, but it seems well constructed, and I like it quite a bit. It's a heavy boy, so you need to be big strong. Need to be big strong to do this one. No weak boys allowed. Fan's good. Basic open's good. So it's one of the best, if not the best in the collection. Moving on. This is one of my most expensive balisongs, so we're going to hold off on it. That was like the next one. This is the Frankenforge. This is not one of the most expensive. That's the one after this. We'll get into that after. Frankenforge Voltaic. This is a super cool one. It's different because the handles are very like, what is it, is it six-sided? It's like, or is there 8 sides? I think there's 8 sides, so it's octagonal, which gives it a very unique feel in your hand, and then it goes down to squared handles, which is pretty cool. It's also like kind of like speed channeled throughout, and it is a channeled or chandwiched balisong. It's kind of got like a hybrid channel chandwich because down here it's closed, and so for a true channel or true sandwich balisong, you wouldn't have the handles closed off down here. It'd just be open. So I don't know. It's very interesting. I like this one quite a bit, and it flips well, spins, it fans really good, as you can see here. I can fan it how I want. And it basic opens really good. So this is probably one of the best ones in my collection. You should buy one. Next, we've got one of the most expensive balisongs in my collection, so you know it's probably the best. The A51 Phobos Horizon. This one's got this cool hole pattern design down the handles, and it is a chandwich style balisong. You can see no speed holes in this one like you saw with the Voltaic. This one's also got some cool grind line accents in the blade. So sometimes, so that's kind of like that fellowship blades, but this one's actually made by JK Design. So he machines everything, and A51 puts it together. So it's a little bit of a co-lab teamwork sort of deal. But one of the cool things with any JK knife is that it's really expensive. So you know it's going to be the best balisong ever because you paid 2 car payments for one balisong. All right. S35 VN steel, so that's the best steel there is ever. So you know it's the best balisong there is. It fans really nice, and it the basic open, which a lot of people sleep on the basic open. If your balisong doesn't basic open good, then it's not like a good balisong, basic open's really good. So the A51 Phobos Horizon is one for your collection. So that's the big case, guys. We just got through the big case. We're going to move on to the little case, all right? The little case is a big old Fellowship Blades fiesta going on with a bunch of gaboons, all right? So we got to be careful because there's a lot of snakes in here. All right, so we're going to start out with my first gaboon. This is the Spectral Blue Gaboon. This one honestly has the best tolerances. It's weird how each one has a little bit different tolerances, but this one, no shake whatsoever. So it was one of the first runs, I believe. It might have been the first drop or the second drop, but it's number 8. Oh no, it's number 29, so this was probably the second drop. I thought I had a lower number than that. Anyway, so this was probably the second drop, and it's got some really great tolerances to it. I really have a lot of love for the gaboon. I also have a lot of respect for the gaboon because it is super, super sharp. So we're going to put this one back, and we're going to show off the other 2 gaboons I have. But the Spectral Blue Gaboon, it has this cool like lasering in it. Not only is it like these like cool like lava lamp details, but there's like a grip in there as well. He hasn't done that on any of the other ones, so not sure why he stopped doing it, but it does add a very unique feeling to the handles, and it's not Zerblasted or whatever. It's something else. In any case, the Vibe Fade. A lot of people do not like this fade look for some reason. They often didn't sell, and this one in particular is number 69. So this is the Dirty Gaboon, and I am happy to have number 69. Again, the Gaboon's probably one of my favorite knives. This one, not as good of tolerances. You can feel a little bit more wiggle when you shake this one, even when I crank down on those screws. So probably something off with the bushings, I assume, but I am a pro tuner, so I leave it alone, because if you over tune your balisong, then it's not good. Then we've got the Confetti Gaboon, and this one's again a New Year's special. Very, very cool lasering on it, and that makes it probably one of my best balisongs. Again, fan's nice, opens great. Tolerances on this one, again, it's got a little bit of that wiggle compared to the first one. Now, this one, the most expensive Fellowship Blades knife that I have. Yeah, the Medusa. This was $750 of well-spent money, and I didn't get it sharpened because I would be too dangerous with this in my hands. And it fans great and basic opens great, so you should go get one. Probably one of the best in my collection. Okay, we're down to the last two. If you've made it this far, comment down below, hey, I want to suck your balisong. It'll be really funny, and it'll be between us, okay? Anyways, we've got the Apollo. Now, this one, also made by JK Design and A51. It's one of those collabs. So it's the A51 Apollo, but JK machined everything here, and then A51 finishes off the rest. So very cool collaboration. Probably one of the best balisongs in my collection. This one's interesting because it's got a handle gap that you can really just and that's cool because it even does that in the closed position so that you can get close to that blade. That's suggestive as hell. Really good at fanning and really good at basic opens. I gotta tell you, if I was gonna basic open a balisong, this would be one of them. Oh yeah. Anyways, you should go buy one. They're available in Lottos regularly. Okay, then we've got, this is the last one because trainers don't count, even though I've got some trainers around here somewhere, but they don't count because only losers use trainers. This one, newly acquired. All of these are newly acquired because I just started collecting last month. The JK Design Light Tech. I need a little water for this one. Oh yeah, coffee. JK Design Light Tech. This one's based on the Benchmade Necron. And if you guys know the Benchmade Necron, it's on washers. So this one is also running on washers, just like the Necron. Except the cool thing is those washers are connected to bushings inside the blade. So that makes it pretty unique and different. It's also pretty much exactly like the Necron. It's got these steel liners, and the kind of steel that it is titanium. So that's really cool. Titanium steel liners. And then we've got these screws that are also titanium and require a special bit to use. Otherwise, you'll strip them like me. And then it fans really good. And it basic opens like your mom. So, real easy. Yeah. So, guys, comment down below. What was your favorite balisong in my collection? Was it this really cool JK Design amulet thing that I got, or was it the really cool King Fist that matches the Light Tech? I think it was probably the Light Tech setup. Anyways, I hope you all have a fantastic day. Thank you for watching this long. All right, so that was stupid. Just wanted to show off my collection in a dumb way. If you guys actually watched that, thank you for putting up with it. And there was a fun conversation in the Blade Bias live stream the other day about ego and more. And just like different people in the community. So if there was someone like that in the community, which I'm sure there is, it's probably me, how would we encourage this person to get better? Anyways, I'm sure no one's this far into the video. If you made it this far, holy smokes, wow. Real ones. Always humble to have anyone watch this kind of stuff, because I'm just being a weirdo. Have a great day, guys, and, you know, be cool with each other. Later.